welcome back. More Pokemon Run and Bun, Hardcore Nuzlocke. I'm excited to get this split started. We finished Roxanne last night and had to sacrifice our Celio. However, that is our only loss of the run so far. And this feels like it has a chance to be a new personal best, which would be just getting to the rival on the upcoming round. Hi, Rob. Hi, sweetheart. So yeah, I should probably update my stream title to So as far as encounters go, we don't have anything to get right now until we get to the tunnel. So we're just going to jump right into the trainers here on the route. Actually, before we even do that, we're going to get up to our new level cap. So let's see here. Pull up the Pokedex to make sure I don't miss out on any moves per se. I think our next level cap here is 31. Let me check. Watson split shell 32 is our level cap here for right now. All right. So we're gonna finally learn Mach Punch, which should come in handy for with Technician. We're just gonna be pumping out a lot of damage with our Hitmonlee. So I'm gonna get rid of Faint here. And we got our Hariyama. Oh, looks like we're gonna learn, well, Smelling Salts, but I might pass on this one. We don't really have a way to paralyze anybody, nor would I ever really want to get rid of it. So I'm gonna not learn Smelling Salts. Or Smelly Salts, as the move had it listed as there. I do have the opportunity to learn Seismic Toss here, which might be helpful for catching Pokemon, but I don't think I want to learn it over anything that we already have. So I think I'm going to pass on Seismic Toss as well. $136 HP. That's a lot. We got our Masquerain. According to we should get Signal Beam here. Nice. We'll take that. Over Struggle Bug. Yeah. So our Collector, the Masquerain, we kind of want to play like Protect to the Masquerain a little bit here. We're going to pass on Stun Spore, I think. Because we've invested a few items into our Masquerain here. Did a Rare Candy to get through Brawly, and then a Heart Scale to teach it Ice Beam so that we could take out the Zygarde. And we got Grotle. And looking at this, can learn Nature Power which apparently will turn into Tri-Attack by default. I guess that's not bad. Is it a physical hit or not? Doesn't really say. Apparently it bypasses Protect though, which is kind of nice. I don't know, maybe I give this one a shot. I don't know. I think we're okay without it, honestly. I'm not gonna learn Nature Power. But we will learn the move we get at 32, however. We're definitely grabbing Seed Bomb for sure. I'm just gonna put that right over Razor Leaf. And then for our Seadra, it looks like we're gonna get Octazooka at 32, which is really gonna increase our damage output with Seadra here. We're just gonna put that right over Bubble Beam. Alright. Let's take a look at the rest of the squad. Okay, so first up we got our Conrad Werner, the Herdier, who doesn't look like he's going to learn anything for this set, but he does evolve into Stoutland at level 32, so we are going to get a nice stat bump there. Yeah, I don't really want Roar. We got our Mako tank, the Q font, who I think is going to evolve. Nope, at level 34 it does. We are going to learn Dig, however. Now with Sheer Force, I don't know if Dig is worth it. So, because with Sheer Force, it says here it multiplies the power by 1.3, so 30% boost at the cost of the secondary effect. So Bulldoze is actually a 6, 12, 18, it's a 78 power move. So Dig is technically better. It's actually just straight up better than Rock Throw. Rock Throw gives us different coverage though. I guess we'll learn Dig for now. It's not like we can lower speed with Bulldoze, so we're really just looking at pure power with this Q font. And we have Sovereign the Vivillon. I was doing some like head math. I think Vivillon has the most KOs out of everybody on the squad. I think. Pretty sure. But I imagine that number will come down a bit as we go forward. But it's just kind of interesting to think about. Through the first couple splits, our Vivillon is one of our strongest. Now we get Electrike, who definitely is going to evolve into Manectric here, right at level 26. Yeah. It's another big leap for us. Let's get a massive jump in speed and special attack here, so we're going to want to focus on special moves. It looks like we're going to learn Discharge at level 30, so that's a great start. Part of me wants to teach this over something else and keep Shockwave. Just so if I need them in doubles, I can click something other than Discharge and not hit my own partner. I'm gonna bail on Quick Attack. It's not gonna... I don't think it'll do much for us right now, but it is nice to have the priority. I want the bite. Yeah, maybe the quick attack here. Yeah, let's do it. This might be a mistake, but we're gonna click it anyway. Next we got Tortuga. Rex the Tortuga. He's not quite ready to evolve yet. We are going to get Crunch though at level 28. Just go right over Bite. More importantly, though, we're going to get Protect at level 31. Don't step on my keyboard. Not right now. Not right now. Okay. We're gonna get rid of Grind here. No, no. You good? There you go. And then we have Remoraid. Now I wanted to delay this to get Aqua Jet. 26. The problem with doing that is I don't get Octazooka. So it's like, I think Bubble Beam will suffice for now. But I feel like the Aqua Jet is really handy when you're trying to finish somebody off, especially for a slow Pokemon. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because I can always reteach it Octazooka if I really need to. Yes. Octillery, Thorian. And we're absolutely not learning Bind. Nice, we got a few more to level up here. We got Morden the Corefish, the Normandy Staravia, our Thresher Maw, the Centiscorch, Miranda the Deerling. We have Shroomish as well, Kasumi the Shroomish. Now, Shroomish I'm going to continue to delay. But Morden, our Corefish, yeah. Definitely want Razor Shell. Over Bubble Beam. The only thing that would have made this Crawdaunt better is if it had the Shell Armor ability, but this is still a really good Pokemon. And I think last time I skipped out on Night Slash, but I think I'm gonna learn it over Mudshot, because Mudshot's not gonna do much for us. I mean, it has a good special attack, actually. Like, decent. 90 special attack, 100 base, 120 base attack, 90 base special attack, so it's not bad. I just feel like Knockoff is good enough, even with the high crit chance. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of Mudshot, and I'm probably gonna get rid of Night Slash regardless. Because at level 32... this also learns Protect. So we have 3 different Pokemon with Protect now. Nice, and now we get to look at Staravia, who's just shy of becoming a Staraptor. But we're gonna take this move, we get a level 28 every time. Dual Wing Beat. I want to keep Aerial Ace only because I know that there are Pokemon that come up with like Bright Powder and other things that can make us miss. So we're gonna hang on to that. We're just gonna get rid of Endeavor because we're pretty fast as is, and I don't want to be. If I have Endeavor with a Pokemon, I want it to be a slow Endeavor, not a fast Endeavor. So we're gonna learn it over Endeavor. And then our Centiskorch. You know, I didn't feel like Flame Burst did as much as I thought it was gonna do in doubles, so I like Bug Bite for eating berries. I think it's good tech to have, but I think I'm gonna bail on Flame Burst here. So we're definitely more of a physical attacker than, we're more of a physical attacker than special. So this seems to be the way to go, in my opinion. So I'm gonna get rid of Flame Burst. And then I think Miranda the Deerling is going to evolve too. I think it's 30. It is 30. We're going to get a Sawsbuck. Any reason to delay? It can learn Charm at 33. But I will miss out on getting Horn Leech. So we're not going to delay. We'll live without Charm for that Horn Leech. We'll take Secret Power. I'll take that over. I kind of already have Takedown though. Yeah. It's got the little cherry blossoms on its antlers. That's cute. Yeah, we definitely want Horn Leech over a Razor Leaf. And then... So, the reason why I'm holding off on Shroomish isn't for Spore or anything, because I can always learn that if I need to. It's for Toxic at level 33. I don't have another Pokemon that can poison right now. Or at least I don't think I do. Let me double check. Oops, I want to move. No. Mm-mm. No. I don't. And the thought was... I'll have to look at this before I, before the battle where it's relevant. But we're pretty much set to go, but we're going to continue to delay Shroomish, because we're good on grass Pokemon, we're good on fighting Pokemon. Let's have a little bit of a unique typing, but I think we can live without it for now. For now, we're gonna start looking at youngster Joey. Re-export, so we have everybody's updated movesets and levels and everything. There we go. Oops. Switch this here. Alright, youngster Joey with his Raticate. I think we can just... yeah, Hitmontop does pretty well. As does Hariyama, who takes less damage, it looks like. Well, actually, we go first with Mach Punch, and yeah, take it out. Alright, so Hitmontop leads us off. Who comes in next? I guess it doesn't really matter, because it looks like Hitmontop can take on this whole thing by itself. I guess we'll bring Hariyama just in case. In case this Pidgeotto goes crazy for whatever reason. We'll bring Manectric as well. Always good to have Grotle. Probably... what do we want to bring along? Probably good to... I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just bring favorites. Centiskorch, Tiburon. Alright, and then we should just need Oran Berries. Okay. That was pretty straightforward. I hope they're all that simple. There is one roll where we don't take this out. Let's see. 3 for 3 on the Hitmontop. Who's next? Let's see. We have Oricorio. Can Manectric take that out? Yes, it can, and we're way faster, so that's an easy one there. It can also take out Brionne. Not so much Whimsicott. So this Grass Fairy, we don't have any poison moves, not yet. So we're looking at like Fire Flying. How about Vivillon? Vivillon can do it. We'll give Vivillon a... oh, we're speed tied. We'll give it a Chesto Berry in case it uses Grass Whistle. That should do it. So as long as we lead with... I didn't have the calc up for any of that, but as long as we lead with Manectric, we're fine. Maybe we'll outspeed it. Probably not, but let's see. Ah, we lost the speed tag. Alright, now we have to do this next 2 battles back to back, much like we did that one. The reward for doing it is a rare candy, which we might use. So let's take a look. So first up is Komala and a Gyarados. So I would imagine we can probably beat Komala with Hitmontop. No, not quite. What about Hariyama? Hariyama doesn't do it either. Oh, it has a Chople Berry. Close. Okay, so our best chance is to do it with Hitmontop and Rolling Kick. We can always just fake out into Rolling Kick, and that'll always do it. And then we can use Manectric into the Gyarados. So that's kind of that fight done. We'll switch up the Orange Berry here. I don't even need to look, but just to show. Oh yeah, much damage. And then we go to the next trainer, Simipour. We can lead. Well, it's a double battle. It's Simipour and Purugly, and this isn't a regular, or this isn't a true double. This is 2 trainers. I gotta go back a little bit. This is technically still in the Roxanne split. Here it is. Simipour and Masquerade on one side, Purugly and Sneasel on the other. So Purugly's the more dangerous of the 2 in a double battle because of its Fake Tears, Super Fang, Hypnosis, all that. So we want to be able to take out Purugly fast. It can fake out, so I think we want to bring both Hitmontop, who can one-shot it, and Hariyama, who can one-shot it. And that'll guarantee us being able to take it out on the first turn. We have both of those already. And then Sneasel's gonna come in. Sneasel actually doesn't do much to either of our fighting Pokemon, so we can... I think we actually want to keep Simipour in as long as we can, so we can take out Sneasel with a Mach Punch, yeah? Oh yeah, that'll do it. And then we can swap out Hariyama into Grodel to prep to take out Simipour, who's already on the squad. Simipour goes down to a Seed Bomb from Grodel, and then it's just Masquerain after that. Electrike can do it. Looks like Centiskorch can do it. Vivillon can do it. So we already have the team prepped and ready to rock. So this Purugly, I can just Mach Punch and Force Palm. That should do it. Yeah, so we don't even really need any other berries. Just roll with Oran berries. Which we have, okay. And we're ready to rock. I'm gonna grab some healing items from the mart. Have a super potion. And we'll grab like 4 more potions. That should be plenty. I don't foresee us taking a lot of damage. Alright, so we're gonna lead with Hitmontop, Fake Out into Rolling Kick. Does Comatose prevent flinching? Keep it status. I accidentally so we can't fake out. That's a crap ton of damage from a fake out. God, Technician is broken. Busted. Gyarados only knows one move from Dragon Rage. Easily take it out. Alright, now we're gonna swap into Hitmontop and Hariyama as our doubles lead here. Go to our healing items, medicine, super potion. I guess I can just save my super potion. Just use 2 regulars. Yeah, at first yeah, Technician's really good, but at first I was kind of waffling back and forth because my Tyrogue, at level 20, it had the even attack and defense, but if I delayed it to 21, its attack would be higher and I'd had Hitmonlee. And if I had the ability where Hitmontop would have If I had the ability where Hitmontop had Intimidate, it would have been. It wouldn't even been in a question. I just would have taken Hitmontop. But okay, kitten, please stop attacking my hand. Punch. Force Palm. Okay. But it was either it came down to Hitmontop with Technician or Hitmonlee with Reckless. I ultimately landed on Hitmontop because we have a pretty bad speed IV, and speed is less important on Hitmontop. So we Mach Punch again, and we swap to Grodol. Over here. God. What had Focus Sash? Does it have Focus Sash? Yeah, I didn't see what it had. It has a Focus Sash. We still Mach Punch, and we Seed Bomb. Okay. Alright, okay. I need a minute. I need a minute. Okay. Let me unpause. Okay, so this Masquerade actually sees a KO onto Grodel right now with Bug Buzz. And it does not see a KO, so it'll always Bug Buzz into Grodel. Hey. Can you please calm down? Thank you. So we can leave our Hitmontop in. We can actually just double swap into whatever we want, but we want something to resist the Bug Buzz on the right-hand side. And that is gonna be our Scorch. So on the left side, bring in Vivillon, and on the right side, we'll bring in Scorch. Air Slash, and Flame Wheel. Easy peasy. Ow! Alright, let's grab a rare candy. And do our next set of battles. Alright, next up is a bug guy. I put him in the I put him on the scene already. But he's got a Pinsir, a Durant, and a Vivillon, and I'm pretty sure Scorch can sweep. Not quite, because Pinsir has Rock Slide and we don't outspeed, nor do we one-shot, so let's look elsewhere. Vivillon outspeeds in one shot, so that's a no-brainer. We can bring in Scorch on the Durant First Impression, or, well, I guess, or Ironhead or Thunderfang, and take it out with Flame Wheel, because we can take two of those. The only reason why we would lose to it is if we get paralyzed or flinched multiple times. So we'll give it a Cherry Berry. And then for the Vivillon, I don't think we're gonna have... Oh, my Vivillon's just really fast. Like, I do have plus speed, so... the Scorch take it out on a speed tie, yes, but Air Slash, if it doesn't take it out, is not great. So... you just go Manectric. Manectric in on the Air Slash, and Shockwave to KO. Yep. And we'll just give, like I said, a Cherry Berry to Scorch. And we're ready. Probably should change scenes, yeah? There we go. Nice. You're lucky my monitor's not a touchscreen there, kitten. Yeah. Next trainer. Ow. Alright, so it's Gramble and Berserker. The only steel move I have is from Q-Font, and it doesn't one-shot, and Brick Break does a lot of damage in return. We're also slower. So I'm not really thrilled about that. Scented Scorch does well into it. Looks like Seadra does well into it. Crawl done. Not so good. Yeah, so it looks like Seadra is probably our best bet here. And then against Berserker, we can probably swap into Scentiscorch. Yeah, Scentiscorch does well. Hitmontop does well. Ow! Can you please stop with my fingers? Please. I'm gonna put you in the little bath. I'll probably see you in 30 seconds. Yeah, looks like Hitmontop does pretty well with a rolling kick. This is probably all we need, although we take a lot of damage from Iron Tail coming in. Who can swap into that? It actually might want a Thunder, because it has that Thunder gem. Yeah, it'll definitely want a Thunder. So we can swap in on the Thunder with Hitmontop. Yeah, and Rolling Kick. That should do it. I think just in case we get paralyzed, we'll do a Cherry Berry here. anything that this thing can do to us to make us be bad? I don't think so. No status or anything, so we just give Oranberry. We don't care about intimidate. We are special. Special attacker. So this should always be thunder. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what his ability Steely Spirit does. Oh, I must have like... Steel type moves power multiplied by 1.5. Well. And there we go. Switch back here for our next trainer. Tangela, Cramorant, and Raichu. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure we can just use... like Vivillon or Masquerain on Tangela, yeah? Absolutely we can. So I think we'll start with Vivillon. Then against Cramorant, we have Manectric. And then against Raichu, we don't have any ground moves. We used to with Groudon, but no more. No Surf and Grass Knot Discharge. Looks like we can do Hitmontop, Fake Out, and a Rolling Kick to always KO. And we can bring our normal backup. And I think that's it. Let's look at potential status. We're one-shotting Tangela, so that doesn't matter. That'll be outsped in one shot after the swap. And... whoops. Nope. Yeah, maybe a cherry on Hitmontop. Alright, let's do it. And we swapped Manectric to one-shot with either of our electric moves. So much damage. I should have just Mach Punched. That way I don't even need to take this discharge. And there we go. So we have a couple more trainers left before the cave. Then we get a new encounter in the cave. Let's take a look. So our first one has a couple of Dug Trios. The first one with Arena Trap, and the second one with Tangling Hair. But it looks like we can just... we could just Octazooka, but we're just a smidge slower. So we want something that resists. So it looks like we can fake out Mach Punch to take out Dug Trio number 1. And then the second one will do a little less damage, and we can just Rolling Kick. Or, no, we can just Mach Punch again. Well, this one has a Focus Sash, so double Mach Punch. Yeah. Second one has Reversal, but priority moves will just ignore that. So, yeah, we are good. Just this. Hi. Do you wanna sit on my shoulder and be a good kitten? No? Still wanna play? Okay. And even the minus speed from the Tangling Hair doesn't matter with the priority moves, so we're good. Be sad if it clicked Reversal while at full health. Alright, one more trainer before the cave. We can actually grab our berries too. Some Rost berries finally. Ooh, that's a pretty high number of Rost berries. I think we're set. Nice. Good haul on the berries. So we're looking at Primate Dreadnought Gligar. Primate Defiant Lumberry. So it'll be one shot with Vivillon Air Slash, so we'll lead there. Most likely brings in Dreadnought. Yeah, I was gonna see a Rock Slide KO. But Gligar will also see an Acrobatics KO with a Flying Gem. However, since Vivillon is faster than both, Dreadnought will come out next for a Rock Slide there. We can swap into Hitmonlee for a Rolling Kick KO, which will bring in, last but not least, Gligar for an Acrobatics. Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics, so we want something to resist it. Looks like our best resistance is Tortuga. Well, we'll go grab him. And then he wants to Stomping Tantrum. We can swap into Masquerain now that it won't have a Flying Gem. I can still one-shot with a crit. Doesn't do enough. Ground Flying. Rock. We could just leave Tortuga in to fight it. Water. Seadra. Seadra does it. Seadra one-shots. We found it. Seadra can come in on the Stomping Tantrum. That should do it. Hi there. Okay. Alright. should get us into the cave, no problem. Slash. And we get the pivot. Alright, we're in. Counter table here. Should probably end the fight first. Rust Turf Tunnel. I can probably go right in because I have sleep powder. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. This is our encounter table that we're looking at. Why is your claw in my headset? So we're looking at Teddy Urson, Trapinch, Gligar, Swinub, Sandile, Runoff, Lowland Geodude, Roggen, and Roller. I could use Static to get a shot at a Lowland Geodude. I don't know if that's what I need right now. I do need a good ground type. So Trapinch, Gligar, Swinub, Sandile, these are all good. These are all good options. I wouldn't say no to a Rockruff. And I'll take a Guts Teddy Ursa. But I think my one would be Trapinch because I'm a fan of Flygon. I had Gligar last time and Gligar was very good, so I would take Gligar as well. So, let's see what we get. That's Teddy. That's a Teddy. Oh, I need a massive bear creature. Lady bear. I think it's gonna be Eve. Female Krogren. elusive Trapinch avoids me once again. You know what? I don't even... You know, I gotta trick the game next time. Say, I don't even want it. It's terrible, right? Reverse psychology on the game. Alright. We are familiar with the ways of Teddy Ursa. We just hope it has guts. I don't know if it always has guts or not. Let's see. It always has... Wait, quick feet. Oh, which turns into either guts or unnerve. So we have to evolve it to figure out if we got it or not. Well, I'm not even going to look at its nature. We're just going to go right for it. We'll look at it later. Sure, we'll learn this. So play nice. Baby doll, I always go first. Yeah. Not learning play nice. We'll learn play rough when it evolves, however. If you could have guts, I would greatly appreciate it. Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please have guts. Doesn't have guts. And it has 0 attack. I mean... Not what you want to see. Okay. Next up. These are all the gym trainers. Is our sand team guy. So... This is what I was trying to postpone Toxic for. Because if we hit Sandaconda, it will put up permanent sand. And I just don't know if I can deal with it. So I'm going to go through the motions and see if we can deal with it. And if we can, we'll delay. We'll continue to delay Shroomish. If we can't, then we might need to use that new rare candy we got on him to get Toxic. What's that? You falling? You good? Okay. Alright. So Sandaconda. We can one-shot with Seadra. With Octazooka. And we're faster. Who does that bring in? Probopass does a lot with Thunderbolt, as does the Clefable. Let's assume we have Sandup, who is faster. Neither. So it'll probably go... If it doesn't see a KO, it might just go straight into Stoutland for a Body Slam. And this is where we might run into trouble with the Stoutland. Let's see. Who can handle Stoutland in the sand? Centiskorch cannot. Sawsbuck might be able to. I don't know if Hitmontop can, because we're slower. Hariyama probably cannot. Masquerain doesn't look like it. Grotle? Grotle can help, because it can't be crit. Cufant, no. Vivillon, no. Manectric, no. Artillery, no. Crawdaunt, no. Nobody can. Unless it's a team effort. I could go Grotle, get off a couple Seed Bombs. Swap into... Slam into Tortuga, who might be able to Rock Slide Aqua Jet. That could do it. Although it might Howl into our Grotle. So let's assume that's okay. Who takes on Probopass, Rock, and Steel? It's a fighting. Yeah, we can Hitmontop can swap in and take it out in one shot. So that's good there. What about Clefable? Ursaring do it? Our new boy Ursaring? Our new lady Ursaring? Oh, I forgot to export. Export. There we go. I don't have... Count, there it goes. Play rough? it actually has good resistance profile. And we can slash twice to get the Clefairy, or the Clefable. And we might be able to do this in the sand. So if we need backup, further backup for Stalin, I need someone who's good across the board against all three of these. Who can come in and help out with either one. Not... Centiscorch can help out. Well, I don't need any help for Purple Pass. It's just these two. So I feel like Centiscorch might be good enough. We always have Fake Out with Hariyama. How about our own Stoutland? Actually doesn't do too bad. Q-Font, no thanks, no shot. Vivillon, doesn't look like it. Nectric? Maybe? Octillery? No. Crawdon's no better. Staravia? No. So yeah, I think it's Centiscorch as our last... as our help. So then, for items, we don't have to worry about anything there. Nothing there. Yeah. It's all just orange berries. I think the thing we want to look out for the most for Ursaring is that Mystical Fire, but it looks like it just wants to click Draining Kiss instead. So yeah, we'll just do orange berries for everybody. So this might work in the sand, which I was not expecting. Alright, top to it. Because this is our last battle to get into Verdant Turf. Once we're into Verdant Turf, we get a couple more encounters. If it does Draining Kiss, 2 slashes is not going to be enough with Ursaring, so we're going to give Ursaring Silk Scarf to power up its slash. I just thought of that. Held item, Silk Scarf, give. There you go. We'll grab our Muscle Band. And here's our guy. Alright, so we should have Seadra first. And we do. Okay. Not really advised to fight a sand team in the sand, but I think we got it. Alright, we Octazooka. Bring on the sand. It all depends on who's coming in right now, who we swap to. It's Clefable. So this is always the Thunderbolt. slash twice. Damage on Draining Kiss, crit 33, and we only take, was that like 5 or 6? That's less damage. We're good. We are good. Now Whale. Figured this would probably be Stellan. Okay. So this is random move. Worst move we can come in on is Body Slam, but it really doesn't matter. Our goal is to get off a couple of seed bombs. We could just Mega Drain. Difference is, I think we just Seed Bomb. So we can do as much damage as possible. That's unfortunate. Max damage. Body Slam is 36. Minus 6. Oh god, I can't stay in. Okay. Well, this is Body Slam. I think I have to play for a crunch defense drop here. If I switch into... So right now, it wants to submission. It sees a K, can KO with submission. If we swap into Hitmontop with submission, we're down, we get a free fake out. Swap into Centiscorch on the Play Rough. Yeah, we need to finesse this a little bit. Plus submission will do recoil. I think this is the right play. body slam. I think we're out of Aqua Jet range. We have Hitmontop right now, right? This is play rough. 50. Let's play rough into the Sentis Gorge. This is body slam. +1 doesn't care about Tortuga at all. So I think I just have to pray for no crit. Or we lose Sentis Gorge here. So this is always body slam. Yep. Max roll crit body slam. Take us out. But how much HP does this thing have left? Is that an Aqua Jet range? Oh man, it's close. I just don't want to be wrong. So it's either I risk Sentis Gorge or I risk Tortuga. Crit. Nice. Any move, not flash cannon, but it doesn't matter what we switch in on here with Hitmontop, which is why we were saving them, because we're never down to a crit. Always outspeed. That's Stoutland was always going to be the problem, but we got through it. And again, this is why you don't fight a sand team in the sand without, if you can avoid it. Alright, we're through. We heal. Before we do anything. So we don't want to lead with our static Pokemon, but we do want to bring it because it can paralyze if it ends up being a grass type. And we also want to bring our Sleep Powder Pokemon, leave that up front. Bring our Centiskorch. Can't get crits. We can probably leave Tortuga behind because of the water Pokemon here. I could probably take the Never Melt Ice off of that now. We still have items on things. Take. Going to be our catch team. So just a smidge. hopeful for a poison type. Poison type is what we're looking for. We'll also take... I think there's a ground type, right? Mudbray? Mudbray and Phanpy would be pretty good as well. Ground or poison? Poison preferred. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's fungus. Okay. I mean, I guess it still counts as poison, right? So... I don't know what this knows. No sludge. Bulky. Yeah, kind of already knew that. I don't know if I can hit this with anything. Let's see. Fungus. Oh, 20. Nothing from Vivillon, that's for sure. Rodel? Looks like it's got pretty low defenses if I did that much damage with a quick attack. Hit it one more time because of that healing. I do like Effect Spore though. Okay, we got fungus. As goes with the theme of my Pokemon that I normally catch. Slow. God, what even would this be? I don't even know. Let's see. Name it like Undina. It's kind of funny. It's gonna be Ranathanopus. Thanoptis. Nah. You know what? This is Nihilus. For no other reason than I don't have a reason. That's all I got. Oh god. I think we're fine, but it always freaks me out. Yeah, we got plenty of HP. Okay. So it evolves at level 36. So I'm just gonna have Fungus for a little while. I will say, I was talking with my fiancée Sarah about the tradition where a new Pokemon is brought to the Elite Four to try to get through. And one of the ones she was like, that I should get through was a Mungus. So, well, now I have a Mungus. I need to check its nature and stuff real quick before I decide to start putting moves over other moves and things like that. Calm. Oh my... I knew it had bad defenses. This is just about the worst you could possibly get on a Fungus. Because this is known as a doubles menace because a few reasons. Number one, it's bulky, and to get minimum HP, minimum defense, and near minimum special defense is just, it's not great. You can also learn Spore, which just makes it another reason, but it's just... And we got 1 speed on top of it. I mean, this is really disheartening on this, because this could have been really good, and it's not. So Giga Drain, just straight over Mega. I think I'd rather just take my chance of a Sludge than clicking Poison Powder on this thing and wait until I get Toxic. That seems to be better. Man, that had potential, and oh boy. I'm probably gonna need that right away in like this very first fight, though. Alright. So... Now we make our way through Route 117 to Mauville. Mauville or bust. That's really disheartening. Okay. Alright. We're over it. Next. Who's our first trainer? Reader Lydia with her Gothitelle. Alright, let's pull that up. That reminds me to, like, actually look at my hidden powers again. Shroom says HP grass, fungus, HP water, Staravia ghost. Crawdon's got HP flying, artillery water. Tortuga Ghost, Metric Ghost. Some of these might come into play here. Just gotta remember to keep it in mind. Okay. So, Gothitelle, Psychic. We want Bug. We want... Dark. We want... So we can one-shot with Crawdon. We're slower. But so we should always get the one-shot with Draining Kiss. Yes, sweetheart. Looking at my hidden powers, Metric has a ghost. Metric also just knows bite. I wonder if HP Ghost would do more. Slight bit more. Yeah, so I think Crawdon's probably our best bet here. Chance to use him yet, so there he is. We'll lead with him, we'll get hit with a Draining Kiss, but then we'll knock off for the KO. I should bring in who? Probably Hitmonchan. Yeah. Hitmonchan and Toxtricity are both faster and both CKOs, so it'll go in order. So Hitmonchan will come in next with a Sky Uppercut. So... here we go, Masquerain for the Intimidate. And then on the Ice Punch... Seadra. Don't have Psychic right now, unless it's HP Psychic from Grotle, which isn't going to do much. Flying. I do have Fairy. I don't want to switch Ursaring into a Sky Uppercut, though. So my other Stoutland, same thing. I don't want to switch that into a Sky Uppercut either. So Fairy's out of the question. So we just kind of gotta find someone who doesn't take a whole lot of damage from, and then. Alright, looks like we can do Grotle against Hitmonchan, which we have. Toxtricity, we can also use Grotle. I think we need Grotle against Toxtricity. So we need to find another option against Hitmonchan. Fake out into a rolling kick could do it. We're slower. Yeah, I think we go multi-pronged approach here. We do Masquerain baits the Ice Punch into Hitmonchan, or Hitmontop, who fake outs rolling kicks. Yeah. And then Toxtricity is Grodle's. Sableye. Ursaring has the potential to one-shot, but also get one-shot. So if we have Grotle in... Foul play. We want a special attacker. It doesn't do as much. Alright, who can swap into a foul play and take it decently? Masquerain can. We can actually do Seadra, Aurora Beam, and Octazooka because of that Citrus Berry. So I think Seadra is a good, is good there. And just in case we run into trouble on anybody... Tortuga does pretty well into Sableye. Sawsbuck does okay into Toxtricity. Yeah, we'll bring Sawsbuck just in case. That'll be our backup. I think we just want Oran Berries all around, right? Yeah, we're really just risking a freeze on Hitmontop. If that happens, I would be sad. I think that's what we need to play around. I need to bring Hariyama. Yeah. This looks better. Yep. And then when it comes to... we can put a Rost Berry. No, we don't really need a Rost Berry on Seadra. It's not affected by burn. It's not going to have this damage, so we can just heal it off with an Oran Berry. So we want Oran Berries on everybody. Okay. Sky Uppercut. Minus 1. Let's do Ice Punch now. And this is where we hope not to get froze. Well, that's annoying. So we're just gonna sit here and take an Ice Punch. To be expected. We're one away from rocking a berry. It's kind of sad. Should be Toxtricity. Looking to Shockwave. And we brought Grotle for this. Sand Tomb. Glad I kept Sand Tomb all this time. Max damage from Foul Play is 30. Fine by me. More HP for me. recover. Keep doing this until I get to full health. This next one should do it. Nightshade. Okay. Power points recover have like 5. 8. It's 5 max 8. And yes, it only has 5, so it should be out. Oh no, it has 8. I wasn't counting, so I don't really know where we're at in terms of recover. We got a crit. That's one way to do it. That might come in handy. Okay. Next up is our dog trainer. This is where I wiped on the last run, so I'm gonna focus and really try to plan this one out as best as I possibly can. Okay. So we lead with Arcanine. Intimidate, it has Citrus Berry. If I lead Masquerain, it wants to Flare Blitz. Can I use that against it? Yes. Not really. With a 70 speed, it's hard to outspeed with my squad. Right now... I have 81 with Manectric, 74 with Vivillon. Those are the Pokemon that outspeed right now. 74 and 81. 81 with Vivillon. I don't think I want to use Vivillon this entire fight. Unless it's against Furfrou. But even then. Nectric. Could do well into Lucario. So Manectric might be viable here. So no matter what, we're going to be slower is what I'm seeing here. Alright, let's look at the obvious suspects. We can look at water. Octazooka does a lot of damage. Potential to one-shot. Crawdont has a higher chance to one-shot. I'd be coming in on a Intimidate, however, so that would be not as good. Alright, maybe we play Intimidate games. Stoutland baits flare bullets. We swap into Hariyama. Actually, Hariyama takes on Arcanine really well. I think we lead Hariyama. We found our Arcanine answer. It's if it's -1. How do we get it to be -1? Do we lead Masquerain? I don't know if it'll Will-O-Wisp or not. Alright, let's assume it's not -1. We fake out. We Rostberry. Force Palm. I think we have to lead one of these guys. Leading Masquerain is always baiting Flare Blitz. We swap into Crawdon. Can Masquerain learn Fake Out? Like, am I... No, I can't. I don't know why. For some reason I thought it did. Let's see. Focus. Pursuing maybe. Shroomish. It's not even a little left. Staravian, no. Crawdons. Maybe. Problem is the Intimidate. It's not gonna work. Well, no, I'm Hypercutter. I'm never intimidated. Okay. So we Razor Shell. We equip a Cherry Berry. I don't think Sand Tomb's buffed. I think that... Yeah, 35 power. I feel like Toxtricity was just 4x weak to it, and that's why it did more than it wanted to do. So we're gonna give a cherry to Crawdnut. It's not gonna be a -1 though.
Crit wild charge is a KO. And
Dang it. Dylan. How many rolls of wild charge are KOs? 1. The max roll crit. So 1 in 16, 1 in 16. I think I take those ons. Furfur will come in behind it, most likely. Fur coat leftovers. You suck. Oh, and attract. So it sees Plate Rough as its best move. Wouldn't we just bring in Scentiscorch? And Lunge to lower its attack? Isn't that what Lunge does? -1 attack? Yep.
oh, chance. 100% chance. Okay, so
I mean, we're slower, but return will do less and less each time. I can get 1 lunge off safely. Swap into my guy. Hitmontop, fake out, Mach Punch.
that's probably not gonna do it.
Fake out. Rolling Kick will do it. Okay. Is most definitely Bolton with its Psychic Fangs. That's a free swap into Crawdont. And then I'm stuck because Crawdont's already taken a lot of damage from Arcanine. Grodel to Grodel can do that. Which brings Manectric. Don't want to stick around for a flamethrower. Ursaring does quite well into Manectric. And that just leaves Lucario. And Scentiscorch takes Lucario. which leaves us a bonus Pokemon of Hariyama to help out with Furfrou with these dang attracts. Like, it literally just might be me swapping and fake outing on these stinking attracts. Anybody do well into Furfrou? Q-Font doesn't do bad. Alright. I might need another option for Lucario, because if I'm using Scorch there, I need something to take this... I need something to do damage to Furfrou. It's Hariyama, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this is it. Now, in terms of what we gotta watch out for to not lose, Wild Charge can para, so we're gonna give Crawdon a Cherry Berry. That's our way to not lose right away. Nothing can come from Furfrou, so our Furfrou counters being Hitmon top will have an Oran Berry, and Hariyama can have an Oran Berry. Lucario, nothing there, so we can just leave an Oran Berry there on Scorch. Manectric is going to be using Flamethrower on the swap-in Ursaring. We don't want to get burned. I'd be fine. It's worse if we're burned than if we're parried. So we're going to go Rostberry on Ursaring. And then Boltund. I think we might be switching in on Thunderfangs. I'm not sure. No, it's going to be... Yeah, I'm not sure. So I think we just do Oran Berry here. Okay. Do any of my held items help out here? Stone, Soft Sand, Black Glasses, no. 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 Maybe Miracle Seed here? If I do Miracle Seed... it's a 2-hit with Seed Bomb. I think this is it. Yeah, this is our best. This is the best I can come up with what we have. Okay. I need this. We raise your shell. I don't know if this is better or worse. I think it's worse. Now what do I do? Do. I should have seen that Arcanine wouldn't see a kill with Wild Charge. So it would always Will-O-Wisp, and I should have given him a Rostberry, and I don't know why I didn't. Like, why? Is Razor Shell high crit rate? No. It's not. Alright, so I need this Wild Charge to not crit. Oh my god! I believe I just lost Crawdon. Now I can't even switch in here to not get hit from Psychic Fangs. Like, it's really annoying. Probably Howling here. Yeah, probably saw KO. just Mega Drain. Yeah. This thing's gonna get out of control here in a second. That's really bad, I think. Like, it's just... All because I didn't equip a Rostberry. Just return. This is Play Rough. It's just pointless. I need Just play rough to not crit. I need a non-crit Thunderbolt. Max is 36, so I'm down to a crit. Okay. I'm a little annoyed, but we're back. We're past the breeder Corgi. That loss is going to come back to haunt us. I'm sorry, Morden. Okay, next up. It's a double battle. I don't think I get the encounter yet. I think I have to do one more. I'm just gonna go double check. Yeah, I gotta get one more. Yeah, this double battle is before the grass. Okay. So it's Orbeetle and Hypno on one side, Toxicroak and Hariyama on the other. So I think I have to focus on the Orbeetle Hypno side first. It's got Poison Touch, Poison Jab, Wake Up Slap, Knock Off, Fake Out. Alright, how can I make this happen? I'm pretty shaken up by that. everything that resists the one side is susceptible to the other. So maybe we do like an intimidator, like masquerade.
Who actually does pretty good damage too.
Should I have looked for a hidden power there? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if anything would have worked. Oh wait, honestly. Maybe I should have just done Hariyama into it. Fake out Force Bomb. I think it probably would have been better. We'll see. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Okay, so Centiscorch isn't bad. Centiscorch almost one-shots Orbeetle. It's slower, but it can almost one-shot. Can anybody else do that? Toxicroak will probably fake out somebody. Can Signal Beam with Masquerade on the Orbeetle. I can Air Cutter actually to hit both for good damage. Yeah. So I think that's my lead. Centiscorch. Vivillon. We go for the Orbeetle. we give them both chestos for the hypnosis. And then this will probably... It'll poison jab one way or the other. On who? Not sure. But I can just air cut her again. It'll probably be... I'm more worried about getting doubled into with Masquerain than anything else. So I need something that resists Poison Jab, potentially Psychic. Let's swap into... Q-Font. So Orbital should be down, Hypno should come out. We lunge into Hypno, we're faster than it. I need something with Fake Out. I could just be pre-damaged. Oh, Wake Up Slap should always see a KO into Q-Font if it takes a hit. Okay. And then... we can swap back into Masquerain. Because if anything goes into the Q-Font slot, it would be Wake Up Slap. We can swap back into Masquerain to give it another Intimidate. And we can swap out Centiscorch for... Tortuga? And then for this Hariyama, it's got Rock Slide. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. I think this is it. So both of our leads should have chestos. Do I need, like, silver powder to ensure the one hit? It could definitely help. It'll definitely guarantee that I get faked out on the first turn. It'll definitely guarantee the one hit into both of those guys. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Held item. Silver powder. Give. Here. Well, I could be put to sleep. I don't know. I'd rather roll the dice than be put to sleep. Alright. Chesto, orange all around for the rest. Okay. So I'm probably still getting, because it sees my max roll as being able to one-shot. So I'm probably getting faked out still anyway. But just in case we don't, we lunge, we air cutter. Oh! Surprised it didn't fake out Scorch. And I don't know if this is right. Like, Poison Gem into Psychic into the Masquerade spot kind of sucks. Lunge, and we swap back. Nice. everything is going according to plan. So it's best to move into this poison jab into Centiscorch. Could knock off, but I think we swap into Q-Font here because it's never wake up slap into, and we just air cutter. Nice. Should be fine. Set that on Hitmontop's first turn. We can fake out. And then artillery makes an appearance. I didn't even need to swap because we were faster. Okay, it's a good W. Solid double battle. Alright, we're gonna take a look at encounters for this one, Route 117. Now, this is a roamer spot, but I don't know if we can delay for a roamer here. In the grass, it's mainly electric types. I'll switch Pikachu, Electrike, Joltik, Magnemite, Togedemaru, Toxel, Galarian Meowth, Yamper, Luxio, Flaffy. In the water, Tinamo, Electric, Chinchou, Stunfisk would be worse to get. Alolan Grimer. I mean, the problem here the problem is that I don't necessarily need another electric type, but I could really use the Togedemaru, the steel type. I could really use the Alolan Grimer, poison and dark type. They're all the rare encounters. 10% Togedemaru, 10% Magnemite wouldn't be bad. 10% Toxel, some 30% to get something that I want. Well, let's see. I can't get these two because I already have it. This. So 3 out of 8. So that's a 37.5% chance to get something I want / need in the grass. Not the best odds. Throw a Yamper in there, give me a 40% chance to get something I want. Fishing, it's a 5% chance to get that Grimer. I'd even take Palpitoad because it's ground type. So at most, I'm fishing for 15%. It could be Bolt, Absorb, Chinchou. It's always Volt Absorb Chinchou. Problem is here because I know this is just taken out by this guy's a problem, and it's like one shot by Crawdon, and I have to figure something else out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. These are the gets. Throw that in the list. Throw that in the list. Don't look ahead, just focus on what's right in front of you. Yeah, I was hoping to decide what to do before I went to bed, but Common sense says go to the grass. You have a higher chance to get what you want. To get something you want. I don't know. I think I'm gonna sleep on it. I am gonna head to bed. I appreciate you coming out and watching. Sorry that I ended up on a poor note with the loss of Crawdon. I just kind of shut down after that because I know how important that Pokemon was. With that, have a great night. I will hopefully see you on the next one. Thanks again. Peace.